Well, hi, George. Thanks for joining us. What a fantastic start to the season for the club and also for yourself on a personal point of view. I mean, what's that now? 8 goals, 3 assists, and we're only 5 games into the season. You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, we started the season quite well. Disappointing to not get the result against Folkestone, but apart from that, it's been pretty positive. There's a good buzz around the club, to be honest, from the fans supporting us and stuff like that. And yeah, on a personal note, it hasn't been a bad start for me either.
No. And what do you put that down to? I mean, obviously, you've always want to score goals, and I suppose it's about having confidence and belief to put the chances away. Do you believe more in yourself this season?
No, I probably believe the same amount, to be honest. Nothing's changed in terms of my belief. It's just getting myself in the positions to score the goals because I think last year I was dribbling a lot more and getting at my man a lot, and this year I'm just sort of moving the ball and getting myself into the position to score the goals rather than trying to beat three players and score, moving it, giving it to the players that can create and then finishing it.
Now, of course, let's go through some of those games. I mean, the Potter's Bar one, that was a sort of slightly mad one, really, wasn't it? 8-0. And you sort of think, oh, are they going to be the team that's going to finish bottom of the table? And actually, they've done all right, haven't they, Potter's Bar? They're sort of up there. So just tell us about that game, and obviously a great day for yourself.
Yeah, it was. To be honest, it was a bit of a cagey start. It took us 30 minutes to get our first goal, and yeah, we had to absorb a lot of pressure. Defense done well; they held it together. Mitch made some big saves to keep us 0-0, and then we got our chance, we took our chances, and yeah, 8 goals later, we won the game. So yeah, it went to a bad day.
Yeah, and it could have been even more, couldn't it? That was a surreal sort of match. But I mean, obviously Folkestone, that's the game that we've lost so far. Disappointing, obviously, against a local rival. But even that game, there was a lot of positives to come out of that. And what an atmosphere! You must have been like amazed by that.
Yeah, yeah, I was disappointed with the result, to be honest. I would have loved to get the 3 points, especially against Folkestone, especially the start that we had. I did think that we were going to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, the fans were incredible that day. It was like a proper, like, it felt like a proper match that game. Yeah, it was just disappointing that we didn't get the result. Yeah, it was, I don't know what it was down to. Maybe the occasion was like, we played the occasion rather than the game. But yeah, it was a good game. I'd love to be a part of them type of games, big game like that. And yeah, it was a shame that we couldn't get the result.
I mean, then Billericay. A lot of people have been saying that they're going to be one of the favourites. They certainly were with the bookies, and gone up there. Unlucky not to get that game across the line. Obviously, going a goal up and then just sort of shipping a late equaliser.
Yeah, to be honest, that was the day that defenders defended well, and we had like we didn't really create that much that game, and the chance that we did create, we scored it. Yeah, the defense was really good that game. They kept it together. It was just silly. Like it's just disappointing to get a goal right at the end like that. But yeah, going away from home against a team that's going to be up there is always a positive result. We didn't lose the game. We kept it together, and yeah, it shows how much we've like come from. Because previously we would have struggled of like seeing that game out, and to get a point where we are disappointed with the point, but it's a good point away from home against a favourite for.
And then, of course, Chichester. I went to that game myself at Crabble. Excellent performance. I mean, it was sort of the classic game of two halves, wasn't it? Because the first half, obviously we got in front, but it could have been any sort of score at half time, couldn't it? We looked a bit vulnerable at the back, but then sort of it was sorted out at half time, and then we kicked on.
Yeah, there was a tactical tweak at half time which we made and we adjusted, and yeah, to be honest, we looked quite comfortable when we made those changes. Yeah, it was a good result. The attacking players, Ruben getting a hat trick on the day, like it was a good day for, especially it was a bad day in terms of the weather and stuff like that. But again, the 3 points was, yeah, it was positive.
I was looking at that game and wondering if you were actually going to beat him in the race to get a hat trick at one point. So he got, he obviously got two, and then you got a couple, and then but yeah, I mean it's great to see Ruben scoring goals, isn't it? Because if the two of you are scoring, and then others are chipping in as well, that can only bode well.
Yeah, he's a really good player. To be fair, we've got a good relationship on and off the pitch. We link up well on the pitch. He's the type of player which I don't need to speak when he has the ball because he knows where I am and vice versa. So yeah, we have a good relationship. He's a good player, scores a lot of goals, and yeah, I'm pleased for him that he was able to get the hat trick. And yeah,
And of course, just the most recent game against Horsham, away from home, again, a team that a lot of people are touting to be up there, went a goal behind and sort of bounced back from that.
Yeah, we started off slow that game, maybe because of a bit of fatigue from the game on Saturday. But we knew that we would have the legs in the long run to get that game over the line. Yeah, as soon as they got their goal, it sort of like woke us up almost and gone, all right, cool, now we got to turn up. We got the goal before halftime, which was important because it kills their momentum, and we go into halftime with our tails up. And then yeah, second half we created them chances, we scored, and yeah, it was a good 3 point, especially against they're going to be up there as well near the end of the season. So yeah, it was a good result getting it.
Yeah, an excellent 3 points. Actually, I was watching the highlights of that, and by the way, congratulations to whoever does the Horsham videos. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Some of the quality of that. But of course, it's been a difficult weekend for yourself. Although it's been great from a football point of view with your 3 goals at the Bank Holiday weekend. But of course, your grandfather passed away in Albania. So just tell us about that. And I know you dedicated your goal at Horsham to.
Yeah, he passed away on Sunday morning, so. I didn't know what to do, whether to go back. My dad and my brother went back home, and yeah, I wasn't sure what to do. I asked my dad, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go with you, or do you want me to stay here? And he said to me, stay here, play football. He said, you can't change like that situation. He's gone, sort of thing. But like, there's football, and you can't not do. Like, I didn't I didn't want to let down the team because it's been a positive start, and like I didn't want to let down the team basically. So play through it, and yeah, I'm glad that I did because I got the goal and 2 assists on the day, and yeah, I'm happy that I was able to score and dedicate that goal for him.
Yeah, it's a shame you got booked, but I suppose the referee didn't understand what was going on.
No, no one did, to be honest. They just
No.
thought that I was a crazy man taking off a goal, taking off my shirt when I scored, and I didn't tell anybody, like any of the lads before the game or the manager, because I didn't want to give them an excuse to drop me, to be honest, because they say mentally I wasn't there, and I really wanted to play for him. So yeah, I didn't tell Jake until after the game. So yeah.
Yeah, well, commiserations from everyone who support Dover Athletic, and I know you obviously loved your grandfather. Just tell us a little bit about him, and I believe he was a bit of an inspiration to you as well.
Yeah, I looked up to him a lot. He was it was a kind of a shock when, because he had a stroke a year ago, and then he was left on his bed for like a year now, so he hasn't been able to move or talk or stuff like that. Yeah, I looked up to him a lot. He was a massive inspiration to me. He looked after me. He always like played with me when I was younger. Like always, like I put him in goal and I was booting the ball and smashing him. So yeah, we were very close. Yeah, it was a shame that he passed away, but yeah, like I said before, I was happy to get the goal for him, and yeah.
Yeah, and did your grandfather manage to watch some of your games for Dover?
No, it was difficult for him to come over. He always watched the highlights on YouTube and stuff like that, but he was never able to watch me play live. But when I played in football in Albania during the summer, and that he always came and supported me from the side. So yeah, he watched me there, but he never got to watch me play for Dover.
Obviously, a very difficult time for you, but I mean, FA Cup on Saturday. Everyone always gets excited about the FA Cup. It's Sittingbourne away, so it's another Kent derby.
Yeah, I'm excited, to be honest. It's a big game. It'll be a big turnout. Yeah, I'm excited to play against them. Yeah, it should be a good game. It's going to be a difficult game. I think they're going to be right up for it. Especially we haven't won a Kent derby in a long, long time. So it'd be very nice to change that around and get the win there. And yeah, hopefully put our name in the next round of the hat.
Of course, the FA Cup gets everyone excited. I mean, we know that this club got to the third round against Crystal Palace, and actually got to the third round earlier than that as well against Huddersfield. Always creates a lot of excitement, and also it actually earns the club a lot of money. The prize money now for the FA Cup in the qualifying rounds is actually very decent.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really look into the prize money. I don't know. Hopefully, we get as far as we want. Get a nice big game away from home. That's what you ideally want. Yeah, we'll see where that takes us.
And just talking generally about the team, I mean, it's been a good start to the season. We've had some bad seasons, as you know, more than anyone. What do you think? I mean, we're a few games into the season now. How do you see it shaping up, and what is behind this sort of upsurge? Do you think compared to previous season?
I'll be honest, it's the change room. The change room is like it's a real unity in there. Like we're a very close bunch. Where previously, I haven't seen like a change room this close. Like at Dover, well, my time in Dover, like we're all very close to each other. Like the boys that don't get to play, like they're always supporting us, like and pushing us, and like the standard starts in training, and like you would be like there's boys that are disappointed not making the match day squad and stuff, and like train like if it's a match day, and like it increases the intensity in training, and like everybody's fighting to get in the starting 11. If they're not in the starting 11, like they're ready to make an impact off the bench, and that's credit to Jake and Mike for recruiting good boys, good lads, and yeah, it's like it's a good environment inside the camp, and then outside, like the fans have been like unreal. To be fair, the
Mm.
support has been really good. Like I didn't really hear the Horsham fans on Saturday, Monday. It was mainly the Dover like fans shouting. So yeah, I'm pleased that we're giving them something to be going home like pleased about as well. So yeah.